Hello, everybody. Welcome to 11:11 meditation. And I'm so excited to be with you today. There was a few technical issues. Let's not go into those. And I'm sure because of the crossover, people will be coming in as I'm speaking. So we will go into meditation in a moment, but I want to speak about the significance of this day, the time, and what it really means, because there's a lot of spiritual BS. There's a lot of stuff in spirituality that isn't necessarily known deeply, that isn't felt, that is, overly sort of popularized and put on notebook covers. Like I saw a notebook that made me laugh. The cover was "Blame It on Mercury Retrograde," and it's like a lot of things are misunderstood in contemporary sort of popularized spirituality. And numerology for me is, yes, I understood it and found, oh, that's fascinating when I started to read books and look into the numbers. But it's when it starts really happening in your life and you get huge messages, downloads, synchronicity with numbers, and you can start to see them as signs, although again, the signs thing can take us into a territory of, not being completely understood or excused, because we always have power. We always are at the center of our life and can take full responsibility for what that is. So the 11:11 is really, when we see those numbers, it's an opportunity for the universe's message to tell us to pay attention to what it is we're doing. Like, drop into the present moment. Most of our day, we are thinking about being somewhere else. All worry, all fear, all depression comes from either focusing on the future or the past and not being present. All joy, bliss, and rapture generally bubble up when we're totally embodied in the here and now. And that's the aim of, yoga, yoking the mind and the body together to be in the present moment. It's the aim of meditation, to surrender to the present moment, to let go and be completely immersed with the universe and yourself at this time. And when we see the numbers 11:11, it's a reminder to drop into the here and the now. It also has other significance in terms of angel numbers and talking about archangel energy. And the archangels are the energies, that are closest to God. And you may not say the word God, you may say divine creator or source, or you may have your own words. But if I use the word God, my understanding is and belief is that the archangels are the messengers of God. They don't have their own free will, and they are capable of incredible destruction, both physically and in the energetic realms. But they follow divine source creators' orders, and they don't have what we have, which is that mini, spark of divinity within us and our own free will. And so it's my intention, when I got the hit to do this, to drop in at 11, was to lead or hold the space for a guided meditation to bring us all into our hearts, to move from fear to love, from the mind to the heart. And my work at Heart Healer, and if you don't know my work and you want to check out what else I do, hearthealer.co.uk. My name is Helen Millar. When we move from the head to the heart, that's where we start connecting with the universe. That's where we start connecting with our truth. So we start connecting to the realizations and the knowingness. There is no real separation between ourselves and others, ourselves and nature, and that we are all coexisting with the same energy field. And that is how we affect change, by affecting our inner energy, and that ripples outwards. It's been proven with meditation time and time again. Crime rates drop, etc., just through the power of meditation, because it's the field of energy that's being affected. And so it's my aim within this time together that we can affect not only our own energy field, but the energy field of wherever in the world we are. So it doesn't matter if you're not watching this at bang on 11 or 11:11. It doesn't matter when you pick up this, it's about dropping into the energy, because time and space don't really exist. It's all happening now. Great. Okay, so lovely to see some people there. If you could put in the chat or in the comments below where you're calling in from. And also, if you've got an intention for this time, for this meditation, maybe you want to focusing on health or a loved one, or calling in abundance or some love, or anything that your heart desires right now. I'm calling in love. Great. Amazing, Brian. Thank you. So as we're now at 11 o'clock on the 11th, holding the awareness that circles and groups of people are gathering all over this beautiful planet with the same intentions of, raising the vibration, raising the frequency, dropping into the heart, creating more peace on earth, coming back to love. It is the fabric we are all made of. It is intrinsic to our nature. And we can all meditate differently. So you might want to turn the sound off and just be present with the energy field we're in. You might want to close your eyes. You might want to, closing your eyes doesn't feel good right now. And, if you're driving, keep them open. But maybe you want to soften your gaze a little bit, bring it closer to your body. I'll keep them open. You can do open-eyed meditation if that feels good for your energy system right now. But if you are closing your eyes and realizing that we're all meeting in the sacred darkness, we're all softening a little bit out of the edges that we hold. We're moving away from the things that form our differences. And we're moving into a greater field of coherence. Allowing those words to land, to float past in whatever way feels good. Allow anything to arises to pass up through you and out. And bringing your awareness now to your breath. And in the same way that a newborn baby breathes and its whole torso, its tummy just inflates like a little balloon. Allowing your tummy to soften and grow big like a balloon. Nothing to force, just allow the air to drop down from the chest to the tummy with those inhales. And on the exhale, inviting anything that is stuck or stagnant to leave. Maybe you want to breathe in this prana, this life force through your nose. And exhale gently through parted lips. And as you allow your body to breathe with the ease and grace that it can so naturally do, bringing our awareness to all the millions of people around this planet breathing at this moment in time. And with every breath we take, we are dancing with the universe. We are in a codependent relationship with trees, this alchemization of oxygen and carbon, this beautiful dance we do between our rooted friends and ourselves. And at any moment in life where you feel scared or in lack or not supported, coming back to the awareness that you have been given what you need to breathe. Every part of your life. You have found some form of food. You have drunk from the waters. You have had breath to sustain you. And we are breathing the same air that our ancestors breathed, that the Egyptians did, that the Mayans did, that there are people in every land in the world right now breathing as we are. And as we take this air into our lungs and down to our root, down to our core, can we have that feeling that this magical experience is being created for us by the universe, by Source, by God, to breathe in love. To breathe in this sense of unconditional love, love without boundaries, love for the very existence of being, that this planet exists, this miracle of life, coming right down to the most simple core truth that is love. And on your exhale, allowing any resistance, any parts of story or but what to float out. And coming back to choosing love. Choosing to focus on the unconditional frequency of love. Not in denial of suffering, but in the understanding that it allows us to know more clearly, to see and feel and understand more clearly what is love. What feels like love to us, to our body. Where do we feel our tribe? Where do we feel our safety, our peace, our upliftment, our excitement? Breathing into that space. Breathing it in, knowing that it is as true, if not more true, than anything else. And as you breathe, being aware, playing, if you like, with the image of those you love breathing behind you. Maybe seated or stood as you are with their eyes closed. Holding this love in our hearts. And behind them are the people who love them, who they love. And behind them, the bonds of love behind them. And so around each of us, there is this unseen support of love. And around these people that we love, we also have by us our guides and the ancestors who hold us in highest regard, who support us, creating another level of love around us. As we gather around this planet, breathing in love. Allowing the body to feel soft. Allowing the body to feel held. Feeling your points of connection to the planet, to the earth. And allowing this love within your body to move out through the soles of your feet, through your root, down through the soil, through the mycelium network, through all the mulch and the bones and the wood and the roots of what has been before us, that has allowed us to have the soil, to have the manure, to have the fertile ground with which we live our lives now. Being aware of ourselves within the great cosmos dancing, the great cycles, knowing that we are walking always on what has been before. And all of that is informing what is to come. And at this time, holding the prayer that we may learn our lessons so that we do not need to repeat them. That we can allow the wisdom that is beneath the soles of our feet to be fed up through our body, to be encoded, to be known. Goodness, truth, peace, what is right for us, what feels like mother's milk, what fills our body is what it needs to thrive without competition, without lack, without fear. That we no longer need to search for this information, but it can come to us through our feet. We can draw it up into our knowingness and meet each other there. We can hold that frequency. So at every meeting, every dinner party, every person we sit next to on a bus, on a train, every person we pass in the street, we are containing the wisdom of what has been before so that the future becomes beautiful. That we are passing on a humanity that has grown, that has learned, that has opened, that has flourished, that has realized the better it gets for everybody. That this is a time for power with, not power over. That when we take full responsibility for ourselves, magic starts to happen. We stop feeling scared. We stop avoidance. We can stand in our truth, in our sovereignty, in our connection to earth and sky, heart open, head held high, in service, in love, in our power. We can embody the change on this planet that we came here to make. No one is here by accident. All of us had a yearning to experience this human body, these feelings, all of them, the difficult ones, the challenging ones, the joyous ones. And the key to it all is through our heart. When we breathe into our heart, our feet can open and connect. You can feel your bare feet on soil, on grass, on sand, standing in the sea. And we can receive wisdom. We can receive wisdom now from the universe, from God, from Source. We can feel it coming down, reminding us through the rays of light who we are. all the information our DNA, our cells contain. We are made of stardust. Knowledge can come to us through books, and wisdom can be remembered, re-embodied. It is encoded within us in the same way an acorn that is the size of your thumb grows to be an oak tree and lives for 500, 600 years. It doesn't need to try, it doesn't need to effort, it just needs to follow its natural cycles and trust. Trust that its blueprint, that it came here to be, is within it in the same way yours is. And the way to water it is to come into your heart and trust. Find your connection with the universe. Find your connection with the mystic. Find your connection with the unseen, the divinity within you. And you can't help but feel the divinity that is around us. Breathing into that space, that connection to your divinity. Not despite what you perceive as flaws, but inclusive of all of you. Holding yourself in approval, in highest regard, in love. Knowing this is your truth. This is who you are. And as you sit with this peace inside you, this connection to your truth, feeling the gratitude for your life, for all you've been through all you've learned. The gratitude for the gift of being able to walk on this beautiful planet. The gratitude for those who have taught you what love wasn't. The gratitude for yourself, for making it this far on this crazy journey. And the absolute gratitude for all that is to come. And with this circle of people around you who love you, with guides, with ancestors, on this extremely powerful and potent day, allowing any prayers in your heart, any requests for how you wish your life to move and travel next, allow them to be present. It is our desires which allow us to shape and create beauty on this earth. They're nothing to be ashamed of if they come from our heart, our truth, our true beingness. Breathing into connecting to that desire, that excitement, that fizz, and breathing it out into the universe. And trusting that the how is not your territory. The how is how the magic in the universe displays itself, the extraordinary synchronicities, the miraculous in the everyday. Bringing your awareness now to all of those prayers from people's hearts being planted in the field. Being aware of the witnessing that has happened in all the realms. Being aware of your own goodness, your own beauty, your own divinity. Being aware of your own power to shift into love, to shift into peace, to shift into power, and reclaiming that word as something good. Bringing your awareness to your roots entwined within the planet, and inviting them to come back up to within your energy system now. Being aware of all the ripples that your prayers have created and all the magic that has been set in motion. Being aware of your own body in the space now, maybe gently wiggling the toes, moving the shoulders, maybe running the tongue over the teeth or the lips. Bringing your hands up to rest over your heart, connecting to this sacred space inside you, around you. Your body exists within your field of love. Feeling the gratitude for all the people who will hear these words, will connect into this field. Sending out peace, sending out love, sending out abundance, sending out health, sending out joy. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Taking your own time now to very gently maybe open the eyes, maybe take some more movements, coming back into your room, wherever you are. Exactly 11/11/22 on the 11th of the 11th, 22. Thank you for being here. If you want to share anything in the chat about any thoughts there or feelings in your heart, anything that has bubbled up for you, please do. Good morning to the people who have expressed themselves so far. And if you are catching this at a later date, you can put the comments below. Those of you who haven't met me before, thank you, Health Funky. That's great to hear. You felt amazing. It's joined at 11/11. Great. Yeah, I saw these big, through with my eyes closed, I saw these big waves of energy coming through. So my name's Helen Millar. This is Head to Heart Living. My company that I run is hearthealer.co.uk. I work with people one-to-one on transformation in a journey work that you then shift your life in extraordinary ways. And starting in September, I have a new journey, a container for 3 or 4 months that I'm going to be running for a small group of people, includes a retreat and in person. So if you're interested in finding out about either of those, thank you, Trevor John. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Adri. Thank you, Holistic Health Collective. The links are below. You can book a free discovery call with me. We can have a chat to see if we're a good fit. No strings. And if you want to find out about more of the beautiful cacao that I import, that's below. I also have had the absolute luxury and joy of speaking to some phenomenal people in my interview series, Extraordinary Women, and I have some extraordinary men coming up as well. So do check out the other videos. And if it's your first time here and you want to give me a thumbs up, I think YouTubers say smash the like button, but maybe you want to like illuminate the like button and share this to anybody who maybe needs to drop into their heart a little bit at this time on the planet. This eclipse we've been going through, it's been extraordinarily intense for its ability to dredge up the deep stuff. And so these moments of coming back into the heart. Thank you, Samantha Fox. You've had my lovely cacao this morning. Yeah, it is great. I have 2 types from Peru and from Ecuador. Very different. You can check those out on the links below. And yeah, cacao has been an absolute ally for me in the last few years, and before, but especially. No need to explain why in the last few years. So it feels like we're in a very different energetic space these days, which I'm very grateful for, and I'm able to hold and serve on a much deeper level with the work I'm doing. So yeah, if it feels sort of calling, I'd love to see you there. You can also jump on the easiest thing to do really is jump on my newsletter, and then you can find out what I've got, because I've got quite a lot of cacao ceremonies coming up in person. I also do work in the neurodiverse space, so I work with women with ADHD. Hands up, any of you in the house? I'm here too, and lots of other little bits and pieces that I explore. So that would be great to be able to stay in touch, and all that info is beneath. And yeah, I will be back. There's a new video next week, and just sending you so much love. And if you want to connect, it'd be really lovely to chat to you. Thank you, Ozolamo. Which is Dana, great. Thank you so much. Wishing you a beautiful day, and yeah, may this energy continue with you and walk with you like a cape of roses. Aren't these flowers? They're making me so happy these days. Yeah, beautiful. See you soon.